Ayo. So this is the 24mm F1.4 G Master by Sony, and this lens is, I am honestly out of words for this lens. That's it.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no smoke, and mama cooked the breakfast with no.
Okay, obviously I was just joking. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about this 24mm f1.4 lens because it's pretty much perfect, right? And I want to talk about the things I love about this, the pictures and videos that you can get out of this lens, and also some of the things that I really don't love about this either. But yeah. Holy fuck. Anyways, I know I don't talk about lenses a lot on this channel, but this lens is just optically excellent. It's a great form factor, and it's a fast shooter. And before I talk more about this lens, I want to quickly thank the sponsor of this video, and that's Skillshare, and I promise it'll be quick. So if you guys haven't already heard, Skillshare is pretty much the perfect online learning platform and community with over 25,000 classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills. You don't have to go through all that BS in college where you're obligated to take certain classes before doing other stuff. Here, you can learn whatever and whenever you want. Now, like I've said before, I've been using Skillshare for about 6 months now, and it's awesome seeing like-minded creators like Brandon freaking Wolfel teach personal classes to you, like his video about Instagram-worthy photography series, which is over an hour long. There's some amazing classes that you guys really need to watch, and with my link down below, you get 2 months for free, 2 months of Skillshare. That's a no-brainer and a good way to start off your new year. All right. Now the first thing I like is that this is pretty much the perfect size for a mirrorless camera. It's not too small like a pancake lens, it's not too outrageous and huge like a Sigma lens, for example, for a Sony mount, because I believe those Sigma lenses are like just Canon lenses with the adapter fucking slapped on at the bottom. But anyways, this is perfectly sized, and it's lightweight and it's built well at the same time. But yeah. Which makes it great for street photography as well, because you're not too intrusive and you just look like a normal photographer. And this also comes with a lens hood as well. I lost it. It was nice too. It had like a nice felt material on the inside, but it also comes with this lens case too. But no one really uses these. But thanks.
Hold up. Slick. Blood, baby, this the blood. I don't use my head, I let the blood talk. With these and match to make you blood. I can mix it in your nigga, hit the grip. I'ma let my hip talk. Put a 40 in the stick, got a clip, y'all. Freak, ooh. And the clip is CEE, what all do you want from me?
Anyways, having such a fast aperture on a wide lens like a 24mm, bro, the low light and the bokeh you get out of this is so good. It is amazing. For videos and photos, it's just fantastic with the quality that you get out of this lens. And for some nighttime shots, it wouldn't have been possible without this lens. And when you're shooting outside, best believe you need an ND filter, because even shooting indoors, like, I have to use my ND filter sometimes. And I have the Tamron 17 to 28mm lens, which is arguably more versatile due to its given focal range, but it's f2.8, which is fast for a full frame still, don't get me wrong, but there's just this certain look, a certain like feel that you get with this lens. Let me just swap it out real quick. All right, now it's the 24mm f1.4. And I just love how this looks. I mean, it's obviously a tighter shot compared to the 17mm, but it's still wide, and Another thing is, this lens is generally my favorite go-to lens. It's practically on my camera the entire time. The focal point of 24mm on my a7 III becomes wide enough to take photos with multiple subjects and captures the entire scene. It's also wide enough to take landscape shots like the ones I took in Greece, and this also translates to video. 24mm is wide enough to get the entire environment, but you can also get close enough to get isolated B-roll shots too, especially with that f1.4 aperture, making it the ideal lens for almost all situations and lighting conditions. Now, because of this lens, 24mm has become my favorite focal length to shoot, with the 85mm coming in at a close second. Now, these two lenses, the 24mm and the 85mm, oh my god, it becomes the perfect street photography pair.
What you do?
Okay, well, we're back home for now. I'm sorry that this is like very sporadic. I'm terrible at transitioning locations, so we're just back at home. But anyways, I want to continue talking about this 24mm f1.4. The focus ring is very smooth. I just wish it had a little bit more resistance like those Sigma lenses, but it is very smooth, and the aperture ring is down below right here, and you have the option between having it declicked and having it clicked. Having it declicked is so awesome, especially for video, so you could just have that like smooth transition from here to here. That's the aperture, and then you could have it clicked where it's just, you know, my god, bro. Okay, let me just switch this out again. I just want to continue using this lens. Okay, one sec. Okay, just switched it to the 24mm f1.4 so I could continue talking about this lens. But anyways, what I like to do is with this 24mm is that, especially when I'm out and about, when I only have this lens on me, is that I like to hit that APS-C mode or that crop sensor mode on my a7 III, and it pretty much converts the 24mm to a 35mm, which is awesome when you want to punch in just a little bit, because you know, a 24mm lens is not a portrait lens at all whatsoever. But if you convert to 35mm, then you might have something right there. Can I take some photos of you? Yeah. Okay, let's just do it. This is at 24mm. Now I'm gonna crop it to APS-C, 35mm. I'm sorry for the audio. Now, I've talked a lot of good stuff about the 24mm lens, and it's pretty damn perfect. Now, one of the biggest downsides about this lens is, of course, is the price, which is the exact reason why I can't keep this lens. It comes in at a whopping $1,400, which I know isn't the most expensive lens, but that's expensive, dog. So currently I have the Tamron 17-28mm f2.8, which I will want to replace this with that, but this is also $500 cheaper, which is a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is overpriced by any means. It is worth its value, but I mean, it comes at a cost. Another thing, and this really only pertains to my use scenario, and it's not the lens's fault, but I am both a photographer and a videographer. And for that reason, the Tamron 17-28 is more useful, especially when I'm creating those like vlog type footages when I'm talking to myself and whatnot. The 17mm is a lot more versatile and a lot more wider. It makes it a lot more easier to get those shots, and punching in from 17 to 28 is perfect for vlog footage. And this is just a matter of opinion of whether you want to shoot on prime or on zoom. For me, video, I rather do zoom. Photos, I rather do prime, which is a conundrum. But yeah, those really are my only negatives of this lens. Other than that, it's pretty perfect. It's optically like super sharp. F1.4 on a super wide lens like this. What I forgot to mention is that this still has fantastic autofocus combining with the Sony. Obviously a G Master and a Sony. I mean, It has great autofocus, and it's also weather resistant and weather sealed. So there's a gasket on the bottom of the lens so it doesn't allow water to come in. And also, since it is a 24mm and it's a great size for the A7 III, it's perfect for gimbal shots. I'm just saying. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching me talk about this lens. I know I'm not like the most technical reviewer. I just want to talk about my experiences and what I love about this lens and the photos and videos that you can get out of this lens. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram too, at Taiga Fukuyama and at Flicks by Taiga if you want to see like the photos I create. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.